So this is my Vanity / makeup collection. Ignore the earrings. I have a couple of these up that I haven't actually put my earrings on. Let's actually start over here because it's easier. This are my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I don't know why that was such a tongue twister. Yeah, so I like the little pots. Interesting enough, I bought like 3 sets and I'm good. I like to use them. I will say that I probably won't buy any more because one, I have enough, but also I don't really purchase from ColourPop like that anymore. But they do stay on the eye. I do have a couple more I need to put up that aren't here. I had some, if you notice, I had some magnets up here that were older, and so I just had a sticky thing on, and so I've been slowly getting rid of these because one, they don't last as long, but also I bought some new magnets that hold a little bit better, and I use a hot glue gun to put it on there and they stay forever. So yeah, so that's my Super Shock shadow. Here, let me show you kind of like a better overview. I really like it. Okay, and then over here, this is just a little jewelry thing with my bracelets. You can kind of ignore that. I like it a lot though because I can easily see them. I'm really into charm bracelets and stuff right now though, so I wear these on the side with my watch sometimes. Okay, so and then here are my individual eyeshadow sticks. I've been going through like a phase, or went through a phase like that I wanted to just do one shadow. These are my surplus eyeshadow type brushes, and then my face brushes are here. These are all my individual type shadows. So I have Tom Ford, Natasha Denona, one Chanel one. I have a couple NARS, which this one I think is actually the bronzer, but it's such a nice color that I use it as a, for me, I use it as a, I use it as like just a one shadow type, all over eye shadow. And I got some under my nail. Ignore my nails, by the way, because I need to redo them. Anyways, I love I have some Giorgio Armani and some, the original House Labs formula. I actually don't like this formula, but I haven't gotten rid of them yet. I have the Smashbox cream shadows, which I actually really like. These Danessa Myricks ones, I'm really into these as like one and done shadows, and of course you can use them for everything else. These are some extra MAC paint pots here, and then I have an extra NARS concealer. So yeah, these are those. Here I have some extra eyeshadow primers. So the Milani, I have a couple P. Louise, just a bunch there. These are like my glitter liners, which I got really into during COVID. So, and then these are my extra eyeliners. And then, actually, I kind of leave this here, but I will show you these 2 carts roll out, of course. And I kind of have them a little organized. I have some, of course, shadows on my Vanity and inside it as well. But just to give an overview of what's here, I have some Charlotte Tilbury, my Fenty. This is my Patrick Ta, and I have the second one. I think it's called the Major Dimension 2. Yeah. And then I really liked this Roaring Hearts from ColourPop. There's some ColourPop ones that I really like, and then other ones that I don't. I have oily eyelids, by the way. I like this as well. I have a couple elves back there. A couple more ColourPop quads. I really like those. like this Dior 9 pan. I really, really like this Wild Child color pop as well. I have the Mandalorian as well as the Child because I'm really into, I'm not into Star Wars, but I'm into, I'm into like the accessories and things. So yeah. At Foresight, of course, this is like one of the best color pop palettes they ever released. And then I have a Morphe 9 pan, and this one is the 9D, and I can kind of show you what that looks like. Sorry, I'm using just one hand. And I'm trying not to touch my eyeshadows because I don't like to use my fingers with my eyeshadows. So I really like neutral warm colors, by the way. So that's that one. And as well as I have one of my Beauty Bay 9 palettes back here. I have my Fenty little snap things. What are these things called? Let me see. They're called, yeah, snap shadows. So I have 4 of them. I know some people didn't like them, but again, I think Fenty originally released a lot of their things for like oily skin girls, because a lot of their stuff people would complain is drying. And so for me, it wasn't drying because my lids are actually really oily, so they work really well for me. I have this Christmas release from NARS, which this is really nice. You guys have seen it everywhere. I created my own, I have like 3 lethal palettes I created. This is the quad. Actually, I'm not sure if I created this or I kind of saw it and then I might have changed some of the shadows up. I can't remember, but I really liked it. I created this MAC 4 pan. I don't know the name of the shadows, but I really like one and done shadows, but these 4 are really nice on my lids. And then I have one Kaleidos. I used to live in China, so I know it takes delivery for a lot of people a long time, but because I lived there, it didn't take that long for me. And so this is a nice quad. Here, I'll show you the other 2 Lethal Cosmetics palettes I created. This one I created for the multi-chromes, and then at the bottom I have, of course, the brown because I'm brown. So I wanted to be able to use any of the multi-chromes with, you know, natural look. So I really like the way this turns out every time. And then I'll show you my last Lethal Cosmetics palette. This one is a similar idea where you can use any of the shadows with any of the like multi-chrome shadows alongside any of the plain matte formula ones here. I really like this layout, and I really like Lethal Cosmetics. They work really well with my eyelids because, again, I have oily eyelids. Of course, I have Jackie Aina. This was my, I'm going to say, first or second eyeshadow palette ever, and it has been through some things. Sorry, I have, if you can see in the mirror, I just have on a sports bra, so yeah. Yeah, this palette has been through some things, but I refuse to get rid of it because it is amazing, and I'm a huge supporter. I have 2 Lorac palettes. This is one of them. Yeah, so I got this one instead of the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I got this one instead because I was in between the 2. I have the 5th edition for the Norvina. This is one of my newest palettes. I love ILIA, like love. So I got this just because she's on it. Like, I don't ever have to use, and you'll notice this is like the only one that I've kept the sleeve for. Well, this one in my Pat McGrath, but my Pat McGrath ones are in, the sleeves are in storage because I don't like going through the trouble of taking off the sleeve every time. But well, let me keep it this way. Sorry. These are the shadows. I've already used it twice. I really like it. It's nice. Yeah, but anyways, I didn't even really need to be able to use the shadows. I literally got this palette. It's from Unearthly Cosmetics. I got this palette because this is ILIA. Like, and nobody's gonna tell me anything differently. So I'll just put this here for now. I'll go back and organize it. Okay, so what else is down here? These two carts are just filled with my palettes, basically. I was really wanting the Indie Beats Cosmetics palette, so I bought 1 and 2 for the dual chrome, multi-chrome shadows. Actually, I haven't used them yet. The Unearthly Cosmetic and the Indie Beats Cosmetics 3 palettes are my newest ones to my collection. And back here are just some Makeup Revolution quads, some ColourPop, and then actually this Morphe 18W Natural Wonder. This is one of my favorite, this is one of my favorite natural palettes ever. Why? Let me tell you why. Because it has, of course, it has my browns, my blacks, but it has 2 things that I think every dark skinned girl needs when they're dealing with natural palettes. It has a yellow and it has a lilac-ish purple. And actually, let me come over here where the light is a little bit better so you can see it even more clearly. Actually, the light is not doing it justice. No, it's not. There we go. There you can see a little bit better. You see the yellow there? I keep all the sleeves on mine because I like to protect my shadows. Because as you see, I can open them up all willy-nilly, so I just want to be gentle. But I think every dark-skinned girl needs a yellow. And I really like this purplish lilac-y color, but actually this pinkish, like in between pink and burgundy color as well. And also this like semi-sage green. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 colors I think every dark skinned girl needs because it's really helpful in blending out. Again, ignore my nails. I feel like my hands are ashy as well. And my nails are all growing out. I think I've had these on for 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm home from spring break for 2 weeks. So this is my 2nd week already home. I need to go ahead and do my nails, but I just haven't yet. So yeah, anyways, this I know a lot of new palettes have come out, and that one by far is a win for dark skin girls. I think there are a lot of palettes that are similar to it, but that's the one I decided to get. And as you can see, I just rolled everything back. Now, as I'm rolling this out, this is pretty easy. And for me, when I'm standing here doing my makeup, I don't need to really roll anything out because I know where everything is. So I literally just reach over and grab whatever I need. If you're wondering what this is a, I need to clean this. This is a, like palette that you can put like your foundations, or like I use it for my Danessa Myricks shadows. Just put a drop on there because the drop goes a long way, and then I use it to blend out or whatever it is. Some people use it to like mix colors and stuff like that. I don't really like mixing my foundations. I prefer to find the foundation for me. With everything is there, it should be available. If not, it's not for me. And of course there's an asterisk next to that because some foundations I just really like. Here I have some puffs. This is my favorite puff in the whole world. This is by Beauty Blender. My second favorite puff is this one. I really like from One Size. But again, my favorite one in the whole wide world is actually this one. And it's from Beauty Blender. I actually have 2 of them. I have some brushes that are washing right now. These are my sponges. These are my current like things that I use. And then I have like I think 2 bins of like extra, 2 or 3 like the square bins of extra like makeup or brushes or whatever it is. So this makeup, no, what is this called? Hourglass. Sorry, this Hourglass brush is really nice. I have a lot of really nice brushes actually. Excuse the dust. I need to definitely dust. This whole area is just you can see the dust. Like, yeah, it's easy for this. I don't know why. It's so easy for this area to get dusty even when I use them and stuff like that. That's just like on top of my makeup vanity. It gets dusty pretty quickly as well, and I need to clean things off. Anyways, this is my current Pat McGrath collection. I have, of course, the special edition one up on my vanity. This one, what is this one called? The Mothership 8 Divine Rose. I have this one, and it's on my vanity right now because it's in my goal to use for spring. I will like shop my stash and pull out stuff from here or inside my vanity, you'll see in a second, to use on my desk that's like easy for me to grab. So anyways, I have every one of the big motherships except number 1, which I do need to get. I haven't yet, and I have a bunch of quads. Her small one here, which I'm not gonna get the one that just came out because I don't need it. I have it in my big ones already. I have all 3 Christmas editions. These are really great buy, great quality. I have these 2 that came out fall 2022 or winter 2022. And then down here I have one of my Uma Beauty palettes. I have all of my Huda Beauty. I have my Natasha Denona, which I think I only have 3 of hers. Yeah, I only have 3 of hers. I have the Glam palette, which is really nice. The Metropolis. Excuse my English. And then I have the dark Natasha Glam. I have my Juvia's Place palettes as well. I have a bunch of those. I really like the formula. It works really well. And then here I have all of my Dose of colors, which I just got the whole set of them. They're great for travel and they work really nice, blend out well as well. So that's what's down here. I think I have 1 or 2 Pixie eyeshadow palettes left. I don't have too many of them. So yeah, and so they're kind of just organized that way. So those are my 2 rolly carts, as you can see. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a terrible driver, but yeah, so that's what sits right here, right next to my dresser drawer. And on the side, I didn't tell you what's here, but these are extra mascaras. And then these are concealers. I have a lot of concealers. I'm really into finding the right concealer. This is extra mascara. It's not supposed to be here, but it can't fit here. So it's here. And so I have a bunch of concealers. Yeah. So this is exactly what my actual vanity looks like. It is a Chester drawer that I got here that has a mirror attached. By the way, all of the, like, these 2 frames, these 2 here, all of the accessories, everything came from all the clear plastic acrylic containers. They all came from Amazon. This fan I got when I was in China, I really like it so much that I just ended up keeping it. Brought it with me, and everything else, because I like that it just sits here. So yeah, everything else I pretty much got from Amazon because it's easier. And then this is my trash can here. It's electric. I just drop things in, yeah, and then it'll fall back down, and it's right next to my vanity. So sorry, let me give you a once overview again so you can see from top to bottom. I'll watch shows and stuff like that, but yeah. So this is my vanity. So as I spoke before, I will pull things out and do like a shop my stash type of situation. So that's what's up here, other than like my excuse me, my lip liners. They stay here all the time. These are my liquid eyeliners, and then my regular eyeliners. These 3 things sit here all the time. These I'm currently cleaning all my brushes, so these hold my beauty blenders for the week. And then my HomePod. I have a HomePod sitting up here. These are the current setting sprays and primers and things like that that I'm using. I put out some oldie but goodies to see how they go. There's a couple new ones, like I use sunblock, so I want to try this one out. Couple lipsticks I'm using. These things pretty much stay up here all the time, except I'll rotate out the setting sprays. I really like the Bobbi Bross face base. That's really nice. These are a couple extra things, like I have the magnetic eyeliner sitting up here. I have my Pat McGrath, the Intensify Eyes, a couple eyeliners I really like, and of course, as I already said, I really love the Mandalorian accessories. Even though I've never really sat down and fully watched Star Wars, I just love him. He's so cute. Actually, on my other desk, or on my other shelf over there, you can see him sitting in the background there with my headbands. So yeah, very cute. I love him. Okay, so I just kind of organized some things. I know I need to wipe this down. This is where my brushes normally sit that I'm using for the week. I wash my brushes weekly. So these normally hold my eyeshadow type brushes, and the back two hold my face brushes. This one cracked on arrival, but you can't tell, especially when the brushes are there. So yeah, the palettes that I have up here that I want to use over the next like 2 to 3 weeks, I have one of my Charlotte Tilbury's, one of my Uma Beauties, my Anastasia. This one came out spring of last year, is really nice. Yeah, so, and then of course I have the Mandalorian, the child, up here. I really love him. He is so cute. And then I have the Lorac at Fairy Forest, which this is a really nice palette. I think I've used it once or twice, which you can't tell, but I really want to use it some more. It's really nice. And then I have my 2 Pat McGrath. I have 2 of them up here. I have my Mercury Retrograde, my and then 3 Juvia's Place palettes. The Coffee Shop I really love. I've been using this so much. And then I put the berries up here because I want to use some more pinks. And then the Garden. I haven't used this yet. It's the pastel palette, and I was gonna get the one by Natasha Denona, but I don't think it's gonna show up well. And so I want to, I know Juvia's Place, they do well. They don't steer you wrong for like dark skin, and yeah. So this, okay, so let's get into the drawers. Again, this is the Chester drawer. So it houses the majority of my makeup, and I've kind of organized them by containers. All the containers, again, are from Amazon. Okay, so this is the first drawer. These are all my pressed powders. And or setting powders. And then over here, I kind of have like a quick grab kind of section. This stuff over here is for like, you know, I want to do a quick, simple makeup look because I'm just like, I'm gonna go walk on the boardway, whatever. It's just like a quick, let me put on something really quick, and it's, you know, not real pigmented or whatever. This is this Danessa Meyer's Universal. The Danessa Meyer's Balm, I think I use shade 8 or 9, I don't know. It's everything anyways. But the Universal, and then just a quick, you know, quick grab. Back here are some other quick grab type things, but mostly this is my pressed powder. Actually, before I go too quickly, I forgot to show you the inside of my first couple drawers here. That's right underneath. Here, I'll keep my whatever pressed and loose powders I'm using for the week. Here, I keep my Danessa Meyer's number 9, yeah. And this is my second one. This is the first product I went through and I like finished it. So this is my second one, and then in here I have my concealers, current foundations or tints I'm using, eyeshadow primer, and I'm currently using this to shape my brows and stuff like that in the mornings. It's okay. I probably won't buy it again. I like my NARS, but I bought it already, so I'm gonna use it. And then in here I have my bronzer and some MAC paint pots. MAC Paint Pot and my Dior Forever Deep Bronzer in number 8. Very nice shade. Yeah. I know the Pat McGrath bronzers just came out. I will probably be getting those as well. And here I have my current blushes, bronzer, some lippies that couldn't fit up here that I am using for the week. And then down here I have some face palettes and some liquid blushes. So basically these drawers are what I use for the week, and I probably won't go back down there to pull anything or go into the dresser drawers to pull anything. This is a standing vanity. So I stand up and do my makeup. I know sitting, my other vanity was a sitting one, but when I got the standing one, I ended up enjoying it. So I actually think I prefer to stand and do my makeup instead of sitting. These are all my loose powders, and I have quite a bit because I'm a powder girl. I have oily skin, so yeah. And I mean, I have a couple different ones. So Uma Beauty, Laura Mercier is of course my favorite one. I have Cover Fix. I bought the blurring one. The blurring one isn't as great as the original for me. I prefer the original. I am gonna get the pink one in the original formula to test that out. I do have the Huda Beauty one. It's up here. Is it up there? I think it is. Yeah, it's up there as a current use. No, it's right here. Between this and the Laura Mercier, I think I still prefer the Laura Mercier. This one actually I think is a little too drying for my under eye, and I normally use my loose powder for my under eye. Fenty, I love the Fenty powder for overall face. I also really like, what else is here? The Jacqueline, Morphe Cosmetics, whatever. I really like this one also for all over the face. So, yeah. And then the next drawer is my foundations, setting sprays, and primers / sunblocks. And if you see the black thing underneath the clear containers, those are the things you put underneath so they don't move, so the things don't move. So this is just like a clear spice rack, and it has like all of my, again, it has, well, the majority of my foundations and skin tints. I really like skin tints. The thing is that some of these I have 2 of, and it's completely by accident. So for the NARS, for a long time I thought I was deep 3, but these oxidize. So it's nice, but it always made me look really, really chocolate. So I switched to deep 2, and it's like a perfect match. So of course I'm not going to throw it away. So what I will do now, because you know, I recently purchased deep 2, and I realized that this one is a much better match for me. So what I do when I wear it is I'll use this one all over my face and then use this for the edges. Something similar with the Laura Mercier. I have the 5-in and 6-in-1. The 6-in-1 is actually a better match. For the Estée Lauder, something similar. I accidentally bought the 7. Where is it? I accidentally bought 7-in-1. This one is a bit too dark for me. So the 6-in-2 is actually a perfect match. And I have 2 of those because one is one that I originally had, and this one is a newer formula. And then I have the Pat McGrath, the I am Deep 29. For the Lancôme, I think this is more like my winter shade and summer shade, but I'm like somewhere in the middle of them. These shades 520 and 510. I need something like a 515, I think. And then I could wear it winter or summer. I mean, it's a very minor difference between the two, so I just pull whichever one and go. For Fenty, I am and this one's almost done, I am a 445. So yeah, and then okay, my favorite foundation here, My favorite foundation is my Estee Lauder, followed very closely by my NARS. My favorite skin tint, I think is my Laura Mercier. Yeah, or my Dior Backstage. If you count this as a skin tint, it would be this. Yeah. If you count that as a skin tint, it would be that. Otherwise, my Laura Mercier. And then, oh, or my NARS. My NARS is a really good one too. As far as, I have some shadow foundation sticks back here. I don't really like the Vanity Fair foundation stick, but I do like the Fashion Fair, what is this called? Powder to cream. I really like this one, but I don't like this stick. This is the only drugstore foundation that I have. I wanted to try it out. It's a pretty good match. I bought it when I was like, I think in Australia, because I didn't have any foundation at all with me. So yeah, and then my worst foundation is this one, the one size. Turn up the base. It is really too thick. It is the worst foundation I've ever used, like, in my life. Strongly followed by this Tom Ford foundation stick. This foundation stick is, like, just not good. And I tried, but it's just not good. Yeah, I have some other ones back here that I haven't used yet, and I also have some that are in boxes back there that haven't been opened yet. So I guess we still have quite a bit to go to say what's the worst I've ever tried. But here, let me sit you here while I close this drawer and open the next one. The next one is my lippies. So I have all of my lipsticks, kind of like lipstick slash matte formulas, and regular like lip glosses and all that stuff here. So that's what's here. I won't really go through all of them because it's a lot. Again, all of these trays, they're like, they hold 72 lipsticks or whatever. And I have 2 of them here. So I really like these. They're really nice. And I've been thinking about getting the MAC tops. Like, they have the ones where you can buy the clear tops so you can see all the colors, because I think I'm not using these enough because I can't see all the colors. These are an older formula back here, and most of these that are up here at the front are new. So I definitely need the tops for the back ones. I had way more than this here. I went through them all and got rid of a bunch of them, like, you know, 2 similar colors, that kind of thing. I still really like the matte lipstick formula, so I do use them. I love the Pat McGrath lipstick formula. I really like the Juvia's Place lipstick formula. I don't purchase from Juvia's Place website directly anymore. I will normally just buy Juvia's Place from Ulta unless I can't wait, because their customer service is terrible, but their products are so good. For Pat McGrath, I know a lot of people have issues with shipping and stuff like that. I've never had an issue with shipping. I used to live / my family still lives in Orlando, Florida. So I normally ship to that area, and I've never had an issue. I have a bunch of the Fenty lipsticks as well. I love this formula. This formula, I'm not quite sure. I have some of the newer Fenty lips as well. This normally isn't shaking like this, but I'm trying to do it with one hand. And I like these. I know a lot of people had issue with the style, but I just read the directions and they're really easy to open. I love the formula of these, but I need to make sure my lips are moisturized because that formula there is a bit drying, but it's nice. So opening this with one hand is a little bit more difficult than if you have 2, and you can kind of see the bottom part that I was talking about before. I bought this again from Amazon as well, and opening it with one hand is a bit more difficult. Now here are my, let's see, we have blushes that roll into highlighters that come to bronzers, and then we have face blush palettes / couple bronzers here, bronzer, blush, big potted things that can't fit over here. I have literally the whole basic blush by Pat McGrath collection, and I have a couple duos as well. Charlotte Tilbury here. These are my new Pat McGrath blushes. I bought one of the collections as a set. I love NARS blushes, so I have quite a bit of those. Back here, these back containers here are unopened products that I want to use next that aren't in my like backup storage area. These are my blushes, some more blushes. Again, I lived in China. I brought these with me. Some of the sleek ones, I like these ones that I kept. Some I got rid of, and then I bought these over the summer. Some of these Benefit blushes, which this formula is okay. I heavily use a lot of like powders to set my makeup, and I noticed that sometimes these blushes will pick up the foundation, so I have to be cautious on my use. Make sure I'm using the right brush. So yeah. I love everything from one size except the foundation that I showed you guys earlier. But I have like almost all of the blushes. I don't have the new one that just came out, and I don't think I'm going to get it because I think I want to get the House Lab one that's a similar color. Pacture Ta. This is the, what is this called? I think this is the blush. She's different. The double take. It's okay. The eyeshadow is the best thing from this brand. One size for oily skin. It is everything. Like everything I've tried from this brand, including the setting spray, is really, really good. I hate that the setting spray is so hard to find. One thing that, this is another website, the One Size website, that I will not purchase from directly. I prefer to purchase from like Sephora and stuff. Unfortunately, I can't get all the products on Sephora because it's like sold exclusively on the One Size site. But the One Size site is like, I've tried to buy from there like 5 or 6 times and they refuse to take my money. So I don't know what that is. I hate the website, but I love the products. Best bronzers ever are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Nobody's gonna tell me any differently. I have 2 shades, love them. I love this Jacqueline Cosmetics one as well, and I have the One Size again, the Made to Shade. I have the dark trio. Really, really nice. And they have another one after this, I believe. I'm pretty dark skinned, but this one works like amazing on me. So I know these shades might look like they don't work, but it's a little deceiving because it works really well. One Size also has a very nice powder foundation that also works amazingly. I have the NARS bronzer here as well. I bought it I think over the winter holiday, and I haven't used it yet, so actually I need to take it out. I have Laguna 5 so I can put it in my stash to use. Yeah, I have a bunch of face and cheek palettes here. Yeah, so that's that. I have the Morphe ones. I looked everywhere trying to find. I have 8D here, and I also have this 8R, the 8R one. And now that I have it, I didn't even need it because I have these colors already. I should have just kept the 8D, but the 8R works fine. That's not the issue. The problem is that I have those colors like 5 times over, and I just wanted it so badly. When I finally got it, it was kind of like not as, it was kind of like a wah wah moment. And then the last drawer is my excess eyeshadows. So I have my Beauty Bay palettes there. I love the Beauty Bay formula. I also have some Beauty Bay palettes here. I have some Makeup Revolution palettes that I really like as well. And yeah, that's what this is. Just excess makeup palettes. I don't keep my excess makeup palettes in my back stock. All my makeup palettes that I own are either here, here, or here. The only thing that I keep in my back stock are like everything else, like primers, shadows, primers, setting spray, brushes, that kind of thing. So that is the end of my vanity tour. Yes, I do keep my iPad up there because I like to watch videos. I've been playing around with recording some as well. Let me move this so I can give you one more overview of my vanity. So yeah, that's it.